I'm really excited today. I've had a lot of requests and questions about how I work my shoulders and arms. So I want to show you how to work your shoulders and your biceps and triceps. That's all we're going to do today, but I think it's a great little workout. I can show you some of the moves with different weights. I have a 10-pound kettlebell and a 20-pound kettlebell. I have some 15-pound weights. Now, I've been in this industry a long time. I've been doing this a long time. So don't think you have to follow the weights that I'm using. You can use 5-pound, 3-pound, 8-pound, and even what I have right here are these great little egg weights. So they are launching in 2018. Pretty excited about it. And they're 1.5 pounds. And they're so great for some boxing moves, especially for beginners, and any cardiovascular if you're running, to add a little bit of weight, and they slip right on your finger, so they're awesome. So when you start to tire with a heavier weight, you just pick these up and you're still adding some good resistance, and it feels great. Plus we're burning more calories with that little bit of weight in our hand. So it's just enough. It's not too much. You don't want to hold too heavy of weights in your hand as you're running and boxing, and then, unless you're a professional boxer. So let's get started. We're going to work our shoulders first. And of course, I always like to, I have a sandbag here too and a little 4-pound weight, but I always like to work my legs a little bit. You know me by now. So we're just going to use this little 20-pounder. Remember, you don't have to use a 20-pounder. You can use whatever you like. Just hold a little weight. If you're holding a dumbbell, just hold it by the top or in your hands. We're going to go into a sumo squat and lift at the same time. So we're working full shoulder here. Medial, deltoid, anterior and posterior. Most of it is medial, but your full shoulder. You're going to lift through with your elbows. Bring those hands to your chest, and that's it. Don't try to go all the way up to your ears. As soon as you start to scrunch those traps up, you're going too high. So just lift up to your shoulders and down. Don't twist the wrists. Come down in your squat if you like, and dig those heels in. And then as you come up, press the heels down and squeeze the glutes. Okay, the glutes is the buttocks. So we're gonna accomplish a lot today. If you don't want to work your legs, if you've worked them yesterday, that's fine. But what happens as we work our upper body is we actually offset what's going on the lower end, which is great. So we're going to do about 12 of these. You can hold and pulse if you like. You can drop it down and pulse if you feel like you need a little bit more of your leg work. And then we're going to squeeze it all the way up. We might want to do about 3 sets of those. But then we're also going to do some anterior deltoid raises. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the 10-pounder and I'm just going to lift forward with that. So just take it forward just like that. So it's more of an anterior delt. You'll see how it kind of flexes a little bit there as I lift. And then you can come down as well and add that lower body. Great, great, great workout for all of your body right now. Remember, we're also using our core in our balance and stabilization. We can't forget about that. So are you having fun yet? Believe me, it's well worth it. I have had so much energy over the years, and it has proved me well. I've been very active, and it's just so important. So, enough of my preaching. Then we're going to do a lateral raise. Now, I am going to grab these 15s. This is a little heavy for a lateral raise. You want to keep a bent elbow, but as soon as I tire, I want to quit. So if I can't make it to 12, that's fine. And I'm just going to do what I can do. So you're just going to lift just like that. You can bend over a little. Actually, we're going to wait with that bend because I want to work some rear delt as well. The best position for your shoulder to be in here is a rotation. So you're going to kind of pretend your thumbs are up and out, your palms are forward. That's the way you want to face, because you'll rotate your shoulder out, and it is actually the safest way for your shoulder to work in this exercise. So you're just going to take it out just like that, tiny bend in the elbow to protect those elbows, and bring it straight up, shoulder height. And if you tire, just like I'm tiring right now, grab something smaller. See my little leg weights? And just lift just like that. You'll still see that definition in those shoulders happening, right? And it's actually more of a sculpting. So remember, if you are a female, we do not have the testosterone to get huge. So don't be afraid of that. Plus, the more muscle you have, the more it burns at rest. So when you're sitting, if you have more muscle mass, you're burning more just sitting around. So there's a medial deltoid, and just like we did with the upright row, but now we're going to do a rear deltoid. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab these 15s again, and once again, I probably won't be able to do much, but this is where I'm going to probably bring my feet together, bend my knees, stick my buttocks out just a little bit, a little arch in my lower back. My thumbs are pretending they're facing up towards the ceiling, but I'm grabbing my weight. My palms are facing forward, right? You ready? Are you ready? And then you're just going to lift just like this. But this will work the rear delts. So the rear delts are extremely important because most everything we do is a push. We don't do a lot of pull. So working the back and the rear delts is great for shaping that shoulder in the back, and then it also improves our posture, especially when we start working the back as well. So here's my lovely puppy barking away at whatever, probably a bird, but yeah, so. And then we're going to do a curl. So it's just a curl up, palms are facing forward, and if life could be perfect, I wouldn't have a dog barking in the background, but life isn't perfect, right? And I love that pup. You've seen her in some of my pictures, so. But just curling all the way up, slowly and controlled, and exhausting those biceps. And then, if you like, you can also, and there's the doorbell, so we have a visitor, and then we're going to alternate a hammer curl. So I'm glad I don't have to answer the door, but at least I can keep working out and shaping my upper body while hubby answers the door, right? So don't forget, when you're doing a workout, make sure someone else is there to do the other work for you. All right, so that's your bicep curl. And then a tricep extension. So bring that right leg forward, the left leg back. We're going to drop one of these weights. Use a weight that's perfect for you. If I exchanged and went to a 10-pound kettlebell, that would be perfect. So bring your upper arm into your rib cage, planted firmly. Stick that buttocks out just a little bit, and then extend out just like this. So it's a full extension with that. You can actually lock that elbow. It's probably one of the old exercises that you can go to a full extension. So you're just going to press out just like that, keeping that elbow super glued into your rib cage so nothing moves. It's not a movement from the shoulder, remember, it's a movement from the elbow. So the more you perfect that, the better shaped those triceps are going to be, because as we well know, those are the things that keep waving when we're waving. Women lose that quite quickly, so unfortunately we have to work on it. Take it to the other side, go ahead and lean on there in case it bothers your lower back or your back, and then kick right back just like that. Perfecto! I love it. And I will be a better person from doing this workout tonight, right? I think so. Or today. Whatever your day is. If you prefer early morning, if you prefer evening, doesn't really matter as long as you get something in. And if I take maybe 10 minutes of your time or 15 minutes of your time to do this, how much better is that? So if we started from the beginning again, what are we doing? We're doing the upright row with a sumo squat. Just like this, digging those heels in, squeezing up. Come on, do this again with me, will you please? We're just going to do one more of all these. I think it will be better off if we do this. So that's about 5. And we are kicking a butt. Yes, yes, yes. Dig those heels in. Nice straight back. Oh man, this feels awesome. Hurts so good. Yeah. All right, now anterior. What's the anterior? We did a 10-pound. Don't go crazy. And I lifted. So if yours are just those great little weights that are coming out in 2018 that I was able to get a sample of, which I absolutely love. I've been using them a lot in my side planks too, by the way, just to lift your arm up, and I'll show you some of those at some other time. But all that is good. And a lateral raise. I went crazy with these 15s, so obviously this isn't not going to be going very far with this, but you can bring those feet together and just lifting straight out to the side. You see that? Now in order to be controlled, I really have to be careful with my form. So just be conscious of your form, don't throw your back, and just lift, and if I can only get 6 here, that's fine. Right? Right. And then the rear deltoid, one of my favorite. Make sure those palms are facing forward. Rotate that shoulder nice. Tiny bend in the knee. Kick the glute out. Tip that tailbone up. And lift. You know what I call that, right? The sexy kitten. Not the lazy cow. Much prettier if you say sexy kitten. We are on 4 here. Not sure how many you're able to do, probably a lot more. 6, I'm gonna get 2 more here. 2 more, I'm just gonna push it just a little bit. Yes! And now I'm gonna curl. So palms are facing forward first. And always keep those knees a little bit soft. Once again, those elbows, even on the bicep curl, are kind of planted into your body a little bit, so you're not moving from the shoulder. So you're just curling up just from there, which is perfect. I can see you. You look perfect. And we have 2 more. Perfect, perfect. And now your hammer curl. So hammer, just like this. Just that perfect of an exercise. 3 and 4. I'm going to go 4 more. I'm starting to feel it, which I'm happy about, because then that means I don't have to do as many, right? No resting, Sharon. Keep it up. And 1 more. And good. And now your kickback. So I'm going to grab those weights. I'm going to grab that little smaller kettlebell, planting that elbow and upper arm into the body, into that rib cage, leaning out, a little bit of a sexy kitten yet, full extension. Another way to work the triceps and the chest is to do a push-up. But whatever you do, make sure they're perfect. Make sure you're getting down as close to the ground as you can and pressing all the way up. So if you have to go on your knees, don't think you failed. But triceps, working the triceps is perfect to look really nice in those sleeveless dresses or shirts. Because hopefully we'll all have a nice warm vacation coming up. Actually, if you live in Chicago, you're going to hope so. So, other side. I am hoping you're enjoying this. I'm loving it. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, you notice how my wrist isn't compromising, 1, and that's it. So that's your little bit of an upper body shoulder bicep tricep workout. We'll work on some other muscles next time, but I think this is a great start for some strength training, and I need you to do what you can do for you. I will see you soon.